One of the issues that we see is that there's lots of data. It's not always, a lot of it is not used. A lot of it is moving effortlessly within the data center without being the most efficient. Everything that have to do with those aspects of data is governed by the factor of how much you can compress the data and how much you can, how efficient you can be in using one unit of transfer and how much data you can put into this one unit of transfer. There has not been a lot happening in the data compression in the recent 40 years. Even things that were doing efforts, they were moving on minor percentages, and we're now bringing something that would bring it to half of an order to a full order of magnitude stronger, and we believe that that's going to be at least going to give us time to prepare for the next wave of data explosion.
Yeah. So in your opinion, if you consider the amount of data being produced today or been produced to date versus what's going to be produced in the future, do you have in your mind a growth percentage if things keep growing the way they're growing?
We've seen all the projections being wrong, and more data is being projected for many reasons. People think that the data is the new gold, so they keep the gold, even though some of it is garbage, and they don't allow themselves to lose data. And very often, the cost of keeping the data is so burdensome to the company that companies have to either close or deal with it since they didn't deal with it in the beginning. So there's going to be a lot of strategy needed to put into data, because we both from the perspective of keeping the data and moving it around, one needs to deal with it, because it's going to eventually clog our pipes basically, and we won't be able to move data around if we go the way. And what we've seen in this morning's session, when they said that some of the data centers are at 5% capacity, 95% capacity, that's a drama basically. So it can mean hospitals won't be able to function as good as they need to, and they can, and transport is going to be affected. Everything is going to be affected. And we're not talking about AI, putting AI. It's only about our daily needs.
So the introduction of AI or the expansion of AI will just make things worse unless we get smart about how we operate and move this data and use this data and be clever as to what data we keep and what we throw away.
We have to start managing our data, because we think it's gold and treat it like gold, and if we think it's garbage, then you need to throw away the garbage. You can't just pile it up and expect nothing would happen.
Interesting. It's not something we really think about. What is all this data? Do we need all this data? And should we consider being more clinical as about what data we keep and what data we throw away?
But right now we have to, because I don't know if you ever started the night when your iPhone was supposed to be updated over the night, and wake up in the morning and find out that the night was not long enough for the iPad, for the whatever to, and just think about all the new cars that need to every 2 days to update, and all the other things. We have to deal with it, because otherwise things will not work.
Yeah. Thank you.